Up, everybody? I'm back with another video, CR Sports Analysis. We're gonna start off with a quick recap from yesterday's game. We had a full sweep. Starting out today, I got some picks for you. I got 8 games that I'm gonna get into, give you my picks and my predictions for each game. So let's get into it, man. Portland at Atlanta, sweep that. Trae Young came through. Golden State, Memphis, sweep that. Jimmy Butler, Ja Morant, Steph Curry. Minnesota at Denver, Julius Randle, Jokic, and Edwards all cashed. Great game, by the way, to watch. Double OT game. Minnesota ended up pulling through. For this game, we had Milwaukee money line that came through. Devin Booker 15, Giannis 20, and Brook Lopez 10. They all went through. Great picks for yesterday. If you want to continue getting these picks, follow me at IG at cr.bets underscore. And obviously, these videos on YouTube will be dropping at CR Sports Analysis. For today's slate, man, we got 8 games that I chose. There's probably around 8 or 9 games. I think I didn't get into maybe one or two. Um, but let's get into it. Charlotte at Indiana. Indiana money line. Pascal Siakam 4 to 6 rebounds. Let's get into Pascal. This is his line at 6. At 6 rebounds, he's cashed this line head to head in 9 out of 13 games against Charlotte. In his last 30, he's cashed 6 in his last 21 out of 30 games. We look at him at home for 6. This season, he's cashed 24 out of 36 games. If you want to be a little bit guaranteed, we can see he's never went back-to-back games at home this season without getting 4 rebounds. And he's also never went back-to-back games, period, this year without getting 4 rebounds. So we like Pascal for 4 rebounds as a guaranteed bet to throw on a parlay. Let's check out their money line. They're minus 1,400 to throw that on a parlay as well. Charlotte 7-30 away. The season's over with. LaMelo Ball is out. Indiana, they are 25-10 at home. They're a great team to play at home. As we see, Charlotte has won the past 3 games, but that probably will change today, considering that Charlotte barely beat Utah and they lost to New Orleans and Toronto. No LaMelo Ball. I do like Indiana today. Let's get into this next game. Sacramento at Washington. I do like Sacramento today. Washington season is over. They're 7-30 at home. One of the most terrible record to have at home out of all the 30 plus teams in the league. Sacramento 17-20 at home. They're 7-3 in the last 10 versus them. In the last 10, they always beat them twice back to back. So if you want to ride with the Kings today to get another dub, you can. Injury side of things, Washington pretty banged up. We do like Sacramento today. And for the picks I do have in that game, Jonas Valanciunas over 5.5 points. I do like some of these player props in this game. But first, let's look at Jonas Valanciunas for 5.5 points. As we see this season, he's never gone more than 2 games without getting 6 points. So we actually love this prop today. We really like this prop. In away games this season, he's never gone 2 games back to back. If you look at head to head, he's cashed this line in 5 out of 6 games. Obviously, this wasn't this year, but I do like Jonas for 6 points. And we also like him for 4 rebounds. And the reason we like him for 4 rebounds is because away this season, he's never gone back-to-back games without getting 4 rebounds. So we actually really do like Jonas Valanciunas for 4 rebounds today. We like his props, points and rebounds over. Malik Monk for 10 points. Seems pretty easy, seems pretty legit. His line, let's check his line out. His line is at 15.5. So you can get some value on him for 10. Might not be the greatest, but as we see, for 10 points, he's never gone more than 2 games this season without getting 10 points. So we like that. We look at his away. He's never gone more than 2 games away either. Head to head, he's 100% cash 10, 7 out of 7 games. Last time he played them, he had 20, so you can go to his normal line, but we're going to go 10 today to be safe. Zach LaVine, 10 to 15 points. Let's check him out. His line is at 20 and a half. Can find some good value on him for 15. He's gone over 15 points in, let's check it out, 8 of 9 games versus Washington. Both times this season, all 3 times this season, he's went over 15 points. He got 30 in his last 2 games versus Washington as well. If we look at away this season, he's gone over 15 points in 27 out of 32 games in 25 of his last 30 away games. If we look at him for 10, pretty slight, pretty easy for 10. In away games this year, he's cashed in 30 out of 32 games, and in his last 30, 28 out of 30. And then period, he's cashed this line in 64 out of 67 games. Pretty easy. Zach LaVine for 10. Throw him on a parlay. Devin, no, Sabonis, 8 to 10 rebounds. I do like his props today, considering that teams that play against Washington at the center position have a great chance to get boards, rebounds, and assists and points and all of that. PRA for centers against Washington have been cashing all year. You probably can go up to 10 for Sabonis, but we're going to keep it short and simple. We're going to do 8 for him. That's his minutes up to 20 minutes. And when you bump his minutes up to 20 minutes, he's cashed his line in 59 out of 61 games this year. 8 for 8 versus. We love that. 29 of his last 30, he's got 8 rebounds. So we do like him for 8. On to the next game, New York at Cleveland. I want to, side with Cleveland on the money line, considering that uh, Towns might be out. If Towns is out, I would do Cleveland money line for sure. Cleveland won their last 2 games versus New York. New York is on a 3-game win streak. Cleveland just on a 1-game win streak. Injury wise, like I said, Towns is maybe questionable for today. So for that game, I did have, let's see. I did have, DeAndre Hunter, prop of the day, most likely. DeAndre Hunter points over 11.5 points. We do like him for today. 11.5, he's cashed his line in 8 out of 11 games. He's went over 15 in every game he's played in New York this season. We also like him because this season outright, he's never went more than 2 games without getting over 12 points. So we do like him for over 11.5 today, DeAndre Hunter. If we put him down to 10, you can find some value in him for less, stress. Let's see him at home. He's cashed this line in 21 out of the 24 games he's played at home this season, and 27 out of 30 games his past 30 at home. So we do like DeAndre Hunter over his game line, 11.5, or over 10 points. Also, we have Donovan Mitchell for 15 to 20 points. Let's check him out. His line is at 25.5. If you check Donovan Mitchell out for 20 points, he's hit this line in 13 out of 15 games against New York, cashing over 25 in every game against New York this season. In his last 30, he's 23 of 30. This season, he's hit this line in 46 out of 68 games. So because of that, we're gonna bump him down to 15. Just take the value. So Donovan Mitchell 15 is pretty much almost guaranteed today, but it should be fully guaranteed. Cashing this in 27 out of his last 30 games. We check out him at home. He's cashed this in 25 of his last 30. We check out on a Wednesday. This year on a Wednesday, he's hit this line in 10 out of 15 games. If you look at Wednesday against Eastern Conference teams, he's hit over 20 points in every game this season on a Wednesday versus Eastern Conference teams. So we do like Donovan Mitchell for 15 to 20 points today. 15 to be safe, 20 for some value. Next game, Miami at Boston. We're probably going to be looking at Boston money line here only if Brown and Porzingis play. If Brown and Porzingis, since they are questionable, they could be out today, as we see on the injury report. Holiday is questionable as well, but Brown, Porzingis, and Holiday are all questionable, along with Horford being doubtful. So they might not have any big men in the paint. On Miami side of things, you got Wiggins out, Kevin Love out, Robinson out. We like Boston because they're 9-1 in the last 10 versus Miami, but they're 2-8 against the spread. So maybe checking out Miami's plus 10.5. Miami, they're 5-5 in the last 10. They're also 7-3 against the spread. So Boston being against the spread right here, you could check out Miami plus 10. Boston are also 9-1 in the last 10, so I do see a Boston victory. Their total is at 2-11, so we didn't have too many props for that game. The only props we had were Jason Tatum for 15 to 20 points. As you know, Jason Tatum 15 has been cashing for us every single game. And we also had Jaylen Brown 10 to 15. You can really find some great value at Brown for 15 points, mainly because at home this season he's cashed in 28 out of 31 games. If he does play today, I do like Boston money line and for him to go over 15 points because also at home he's never gone back-to-back games this season without getting 15 points. We do like Jaylen Brown. We also had Tatum. I'll show you him real quick, even though he is a guaranteed 15 points today as every other game. We're going to check him out for 20, though. He's cashed 20 and 25 out of the 32 games against Miami, so he does have experience against Miami. Is whether he wants to show up or not, which he probably will be, as Jason Tatum. At home this year, he's cashed his line in 23 out of 34 out of 31 games. Although away, he's cashed his line in 32 out of 37 games. So Jason Tatum does do better on the road. Hence why I like Jaylen Brown here. 15 guaranteed. If you want to just put Tatum on there. At home this season, he's gone over 15. And also every game this season, he's gone over 15. So that's easy 15 for Jason Tatum. As you know, Utah at Houston is the next game. No player props for that game. Obviously, Houston money line. Utah is pretty bad, and Houston needs this win today to clutch them into the to get them a playoff berth, I believe. Yes, Houston needs a win today for them to solidify a playoff berth. Pretty much easy win against Utah. It's kind of set up that way, I guess. No injuries on Houston side of things. Just give me Houston. Whatever the odds are, it doesn't matter. Throw it on a parlay, they're gonna win. Next game we're looking at is Atlanta at Dallas. I do like player props in that game, but I don't have many for you. All I have is Klay Thompson for 10 points and Anthony Davis for 10 to 15 points. Looking at this game, injury side of things, Anthony Davis is probable for today. So I can't really give you a money line basis on that. I really want Dallas to win some games, Anthony Davis being back and everything, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Towards the end of the season, they don't really care too much anymore. We don't really know about those teams. But if you want to see Klay Thompson, he does have good stats today. We're going to look at him for 10 points. His line is at 14.5. I do like Thompson to add a little bit of value to a parlay. He's hit this line in every single game he's played Atlanta. 5 of 5, 51 out of 67 this year. If you look at home this season, he's hit this line in 26 out of the 34 games and 23 of his last 30. But against Eastern Conference teams in his last 30, he's hit this line in 18 out of 24 games against East. But if we look at on a Wednesday, this season, every game on a Wednesday, he's gone over 10 points. So we do love Klay Thompson for 10 today. And also Anthony Davis, 10 to 15 points as well. He hasn't been dropping his game line, but I can guarantee you that he's probably going to go over 15 today. Mainly because this season he's gone over 15 in 39 out of 47 games, 404 against Atlanta. And in his last 30, he's never gone Well, let's see. If you look at him for 10 points this season, he's never gone back to back games without getting 10 points. So we like Anthony Davis for 10 to 15. Um, Not really too much for that game. Not really too much for this game either. This next game, San Antonio at Denver. We don't really have too much for that game. Total is at 232, so you can find some good props in that game. It might be a close one, but it might not. I think Denver is out on a revenge game today, coming off that loss yesterday. Looking at injuries, Porter and Murray, they're all questionable. Wembayama and Fox, they're out for the season. So, I mean, Denver, after they win, they always won back to back games in the last 10 against San Antonio. So, if you want to ride with that, you can. Also, Denver's 25-13 at home this season. Great home team. San Antonio, not so much on the road, 11-24. Probably can find Denver for some value in a parlay. I do think they're out for heads after last night's loss. Tough loss for them. We just look at Jokic, 15 and 20 points. Obviously, he's a beast, man. He's gone over in 20 points against San Antonio in every game he's played against them since 2021, hitting in 13 out of 13 games. He hit 20 points in his last 27 in 27 games out of in his last 30. He's hit 20 points in 27 games in his last 30. I couldn't get that out for some reason. On the season, though, out of 65 games, he hit 20 points in 58 games. So we obviously do like Jokic 15 and 20. You don't really want to think about that too much. Jokic 15. He's hit this line in 29 of his last 30 games. We also like him for 6 to 8 rebounds as well. His line is at 12. If you look at him for 6 to 8, this is him for 8 right here. He's hit 8 rebounds in 57 out of 65 games. Also, if you look at him for 6, he's hit this line in 63 out of 65 games, going 100% head to head. So Jokic for 6 rebounds, add him on a parlay is pretty easy. Last game I have for you today is Detroit at OKC. We got Hartenstein for 8 rebounds and SGA for 20 points to 25 points. Pretty easy, pretty simple. I'm probably going to go OKC money line because they are the favorites in my opinion. I like betting on OKC. I think they do come in handy a lot this season. I'm not giving you any financial advice. I'm just giving you my predictions. SGA for 25. This is what his stats look like in his last 30 games. And this is what his stats look like for 25 all season. If we bump him down to 20, obviously, I believe he's only gone one game this season without getting 20 points. So, SGA for 20, 25. And we also like Hartenstein for 8 rebounds. His line is at 10. I do think you can see some value for him at 8, though. He's gotten 10 rebounds on March 15th. He's hit this line in 44 out of 54 games. Also, he's never went back-to-back games without getting 8 rebounds. So we do like him for 8 today. And that pretty much concludes this video, man. We had a great day yesterday. We swept them out. I'm not sure if we're going to go for the full sweep today, but we will love it, even though it is very possible. Some of my main picks I have for today are Hartenstein, 8 rebounds, SGA for 20. Probably OKC money line if Cade does not play. Houston money line as well. I like Tatum for 15. Hunter for 10 points. Siakam 4 rebounds. Jonas Valanciunas over 4 rebounds. Sacramento money line. And Jokic for 15. All of those things I just said, if you could throw those on a parlay, I do love that. And that's probably the parlay that will be posted on my parlay of the day. If you follow my Instagram at CRBets. Just be right here. Follow me on Instagram at crbets, cr.bets underscore. And yeah, man, this is what I have for today. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video. I hope this video was helpful for you today in these picks for today in these games. So, yeah, man.